Before we begin, I'd like to mention that most of the gameplay footage you'll see in this video is not from Retry, as it was taken off of the App Store a while ago, and I now have no way to record it. The only sections that will have footage from Retry are the intro, which you are currently watching, the ending after everything has been ranked, and the tier announcement. And in these sections I will be using gameplay from the official Retry trailer. Everything else in this video will use gameplay from the Super Nintendo games Pilotwings, F-Zero, and Super Mario Kart. With that out of the way, I will be ranking the soundtrack from Retry, which was composed by the incredibly talented Ted Stryker. I feel like this soundtrack is really underrated, and that is why I chose to talk about it. With that incredibly boring intro out of the way, it is now time for C tier, the songs that are just alright. 13. Intro. It's not really a song, is it? It's the opening jingle at the start of the game. With the intro out of the way, it's now time for B tier, the good ones. If you make the argument that the intro isn't a song, then absolutely everything in this soundtrack is good. "12. Neon Night. This song is quite repetitive, but I think it works well. I like the part near the end with the added sound, but that's about it. "11. Crystal Mountains. I like how upbeat this one is, with the lead instrument constantly playing a melody that the backing instruments complement really well. When the song changes after the short break, it gets a lot better, and the added guitar really helps. "10. Crystal Mountains, Juri Hulkkonen remix. This remix takes everything good about the original and improves on it with a better instrument choice. The only issue is that it isn't as upbeat, but it still sounds really good. I like how it sounds towards the end, as it gets a bit livelier with the instruments. Also, did you know that this remix is about twice as long as the original? "9. Danger Drive. This song has a fast and somewhat intense start, which is fitting for a title like Danger Drive. The added instruments and vocals later on transform the song completely, and while it still sounds good, the earlier part was better. And now we'll move on to A tier. These songs are great. Well, most of the songs in this game are great. It's a shame that not many people have heard this soundtrack. 8. Fields of Green. This song is very retro sounding, which is fitting for a game with graphics like Retry. I like how positive it sounds. It almost makes the constant crashing in the game less painful. The 3, 2, 1, go that plays before the melody change is great too. I think the added background sounds in the later half really add to the song, as they give it a more focused feeling, and focus is what you need to be good at Retry. Seven. Can I Try Again? This song is nice and relaxed. I like the instrument choices quite a lot. I think that they really work well with each other. Unlike Danger Drive, the added vocals in this song improve it by quite a bit. The later part with the guitar playing to the vocals is great as well, and the added drums are nice. Six. Learning to Fail. This song has that feeling of focus that was present earlier on, but it doesn't sound too intense, which is nice. I like the use of the guitar both being a main instrument and being played really quietly in the background at times. The song is quite repetitive, but I think that works well, as only the good parts are repeated. 5. Love Is Gonna Make Us Stronger. Mitch Murder Remix. Despite being the worst version of the main theme, the Mitch Murder remix had a lot of good qualities. I like the slower start, how it focuses more on the instrumental of the original than the vocals. There are some instruments in this song that aren't present in the original, and I think that they do a great job at replacing the vocals. This remix sounds both really similar to and quite different from the original, which is really good, as remixes which sound too much like the original don't do it for me. And now, I move on to S tier. When about a quarter of the soundtrack is in top tier, you know that the game must have incredible music. Four. Trial by Fire. This song sounds like boss music, but that doesn't make it bad. I really like how the song uses its speed to create a feeling which is more focused than anything else in the soundtrack. The guitar in this song is also the best in the soundtrack, and it complements the other instruments incredibly well.
Can we retry once again?
3. Love is Gonna Make Us Stronger, Aku remix. This remix stands out quite a lot from the rest of the soundtrack, and that makes it quite memorable. It isn't as fast or as high energy as the original, but the slower pace works really well. I think that this song has a great beat, and the mix of instruments is really nice too. I'd say more about this song, but a lot of the good points are shared with the original. Two. Runaway Dreams. To be honest, I have no clue how this one got so high. The bold lead instrument works incredibly well with the other instruments and percussion, which are very slow and chilled out. The song is overall really relaxed compared to a lot of the other songs on the soundtrack, and I really like that about it. I just wish it was a bit longer. 1. Love is Gonna Make Us Stronger. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, the main theme of the game is in the #1 spot. The high energy, high speed instrumental is great, and it really gets you in a good mood. The vocals are absolutely amazing, and I think that they work really well with everything else. I'm also going to point out the guitar again, because it's great, especially the solo it has later on. The synth that plays behind the vocals is really nice, and it adds so much to the song. It feels like it was made by a forgotten 80s band, and I feel like if I tried to, I could convince somebody that it was. I actually listen to this song quite a lot, as it's in my main Spotify playlist, and I find it really hard to not sing along to it whenever I hear it. It's just a masterpiece. It's also incredibly catchy, and it has been stuck in my head for the past 3 days. I would highly recommend checking out this awesome soundtrack. I listen to it when doing boring jobs, and it helps with productivity quite a lot. The soundtrack is on YouTube, so if I were you, I'd give it a listen after the video ends. Thank you for watching this to the end, and I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about a game that barely anyone has played. And with that out of the way, I'll see you later. I hope you have a great day.